day 2. All right. Word of the day. Sweet. Let's go like that. Word up, buddy. Word up. And I did it so that I still have, like technically on this scene, I still have the game, but it's like behind the camera. So the music is still coming through. Oh yeah, word of the day. That is true. Yeah, that is true. But I just gotta remember to like pause it again once we respawn as a deer. All right. Random word generator. Oh, awesome! Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Okay, the random word of the day is transmission. 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 So last time it was... What was the last time? It was... I forgot. What was the last time? Like, it was on Sunday during the guitar jam. There's a Joy Division song called Transmission. Nice. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I'm familiar with that song. Oh, we dead. We dead. Okay, once we spawn here as a deer, hopefully. Yep, we're a deer. Okay. Let's pause that. And I bet there's tons of definitions for transmission. GG Porcupine. Alright. Transmission. Number 1. An act, process, or instance of transmitting. Transmission of a nerve impulse across a synapse. Number 2. The passage of radio waves in the space between transmitting and receiving stations. Also, the act or process of transmitting by radio or television. Okay, so just transferring a signal or transmitting a signal. So number 2 is kind of like a more specific definition of number 1. Number 3, an assembly of parts including the speed-changing gears and the drive shaft by which the power is transmitted from an engine to a live axle. Also, the speed-changing gears in such an assembly. So like in a vehicle. Number 4, something that is transmitted. So that also ties into number 1, I think. Okay, did you know? This is on the Merriam-Webster.com dictionary site. Okay, did you know? Since trans means across, it's not hard to see the meaning of transmission. Disease transmission occurs when an infection passes from one living thing to another. TV signal transmission can be interrupted by tree leaves, including moving leaves and branches during a storm. Huh, I didn't know that. So that's probably one of the main reasons why the TV signal and internet and all that stuff is more likely to go out during a storm or high winds because of the leaves blowing. Your car's transmission transmits the engine's power to the axle, changing the gears to keep the engine working with maximum efficiency at various speeds. Examples of transmission in a sentence. The equipment is used for the transmission of television signals. We are receiving a live transmission from the scene of the accident. First known use of transmission. 1611 in the meaning defined at sense 1. So that would be an act, process, or instance of transmitting. And again, the trans means across, but it doesn't say what, like the roots or the origin. Here we go. History and etymology for transmission. Middle French, again French, from Latin transmission, transmissio, from transmittere, to transmit. Across, to like, I guess, cross from one thing to another. From one object or whatever to another. Transmission, noun. The act or process of sending electrical signals to a radio, television, computer, etc. Transmissio, exactly. Transmissio. Something, such as a message or broadcast that is transmitted to a radio, television, etc. The act or process by which something is spread or passed from the, one person or thing to another. Excuse me. Okay. And here's the medical definition of transmission. An act, process, or instance of transmitting. So let's look up transmitting. It's a verb. To pass, transfer, or convey from one person or place to another. To pass or convey by hereditary. To convey infection abroad or to another. To cause energy to be conveyed through space or a medium. And there's no etymology of transmitting or transmit. Okay, I'm gonna look up transmission etymology just to read up on that a bit more. What did it say? French? Middle French? Yeah, 1610s, and I think the one from Merriam-Webster said 1611. Conveyance from one place to another, from Latin transmissionum. Nominative transmissio. Ascending over or across. Passage, noun of action from past particle, stem of transmittere, send over or across. Meaning parts of a motor vehicle that regulates power from the engine to the axle. First recorded 1894. So 126 years ago, 127 years ago. Very cool. Alright, that's the word of the day. Nice, SPG.